50 Cent and Max B's AI video. So, y'all know how I feel about No More Tricks, No More Tries.
It's trash.
Y'all know I really hate the melodic shit he tried to do in it. But Fame, how you feel about this song?
It's 50.
What does that mean?
So
what does that mean?
That means anything 50 touches is horrible.
Wow.
It's ass.
And that brings us to where we at right now. 50 Cent, Max B, No More Tricks, No More Tries. Let's take a look at this. It's AI, which we're not surprised at. 50 Cent doing AI shit, but here we go.
This is AI?
I think it's AI, but you can tell me if I'm wrong. It looks like AI to me, but tell me.
You should be polite. This is the purge.
Yeah, that's definitely AI, bro.
That's definitely AI.
That's definitely AI.
I wonder how many gallons of water they consume to make this.
Definitely AI. But remember, we took our AI course the other day, right? So
that's right.
We could.
I'm still waiting for my certificate.
Yeah, let's see what we could spot, as we watch this, and go from there. All right.
This is what happens tonight. Fuck you.
Okay, so right there you see, which I want to, yes. So this confirms that this song was not directed. Who he beefing with now? So many damn people, bro.
T.I.
Originally, I thought the fuck you was T.I. King, Damani,
right?
And then I thought when he said, "Hey, that you little nigga don't even count," I thought that was King he was referring to. Turns out he talking about these guys, which is crazy because we've been waiting for this for how long? Like he said, I guess this is him saying, because he did say, "I'm gonna get busy," after I do all these other obligations, and I guess this is him getting busy. But let's start that for the top so you can see all the people that he's talking about.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Yeah. Fuck you. And you don't even count, little nigga. I got a little.
Damn, I do Davies like that.
I know. Wait, why? Am I missing something? Why Fabulous?
Well, I mean, they all on the podcast, but remember, Fabulous.
Oh yeah.
Fabulous, is the one that really actually completely dissed him. So yeah, exactly, bro.
No more tricks, no more tries.
Yeah, that's fucking definitely AI, bro. This nigga surfing on top of the car.
He thinks he's doing the wave. Come on, bro. Wait, if you slow it down, it almost looks like Future a little bit too. So the AI didn't even get that right.
Yeah, you can see See, we took our AI course. We know what's going on. We see this shit. We see this.
No more tries. No more. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. Yeah. Done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. No.
Sorry, one time for one time for the no more believing the lies. Oh, God.
Why does he look like that though?
Fucking hate that part, bro. This is definitely AI.
BigZoeTV got more head than he got body.
That is right. Only an AI would Max B all of a sudden be bigger than 50 Cent.
Exactly, yeah. He's even buffer. What the?
No more believing the lies. Terrible, bro.
No more tricks, no more tries. Your niggas is pussy, I can see it in your eyes. Black trench coat, we be creeping in the skies. We done with you bitches, no more believing the lies. I come back like that ready rock, cut with that Fetty Wap, cock it and let it pop. Snitching, you better not. I grew around different weeds, demons do different deeds. Pressure, I feel a squeeze. He say he can't breathe. Bitch, I got so much bread. She said she can't leave. I show her life without me. She said she can't see it. Me, I'm about to lick. You go by the drip. You in the mirror all day and still gotta buy a bitch. I pull up in different whips and chains, switching lanes. Boy, I hear that shit you're saying, so I'ma get with you, man. Catch him, clip him, bought him, ripped him, punch him, kick him, stick him.
Oh my God.
Okay. So this signature here probably shows somebody created this for him and he decided to throw up the visuals. So I don't even know if this is official, but it's on his page. So thoughts, Fame? What you
What are we doing? what are we AI manufactured graphics now? Like, what are we?
I mean, look, this is what he's been doing. All his disses to anybody has been either AI or it's been a meme, or this kind of up his alley. This is what you expect if we're keeping it honest.
I mean, he's more of a Gen Zer than he's tapping into the memes, the AI, Man, what does Gina View say? Get in the fucking booth and rap. Just rap.
Get in the fucking booth and rap, bro. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
But it has look, it has a little 50 logo on here too on the screen.
Yeah, because it's on. So he posted this on his official YouTube page.
That's crazy. He's signing off on it. Then.
Yeah,
it's
and
official.
I think he named it official. No, well, it just says video, but it's on his page. So yeah. So Pink pointed out the money. This our AI training coming in. She said the money. Look at the money, which looked super fake. Hope Sanity said a 2-pack of ass.
A 2-pack of ass.
Pink said Curtis is Gen X. Solo in the crowd said Basura. Look at the background. Yeah, listen. At this point, I don't know, man. This video didn't help. It's still ass to me. I'm not looking at this and saying, wow, 50 Cent sure showed them.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like a lot of people in the Discord already know. So I'm not gonna hide it. I'm not a 50 guy.
There aren't any 50 songs that you like?
As somebody who loves hip hop, if I take myself out of the hate for 50, I can say The Massacre as the project is man, it's gonna hurt. The Massacre as a project is a well put together, marketable project. There's a couple songs on there that are really good.
Okay.
That's as far as I'll go. Don't ask me to compliment him anymore.
Okay, wait. Here's what I do want to know. When do you think was the moment you started to hate 50 and his music?
Oh,
like,
man.
what do you think was like the pivotal moment where you was like, I can't fuck with him?
I know exactly the moment. I think I was in middle school.
Okay.
I think it was middle school. And it was when this whole beef happened between him and the game. And don't get me wrong, I was on board with the shenanigans, so to say, until it just seemed as if 50 was forcing Game to diss some of the legends. And I feel as if Game was kind of uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
And I get it. He jumped on the let's jump Ja Rule. Cool, I was fine with that because it's Ja Rule, rainy days. But the moment they started going with, at like Jadakiss and Joe, at the time Joe was popping, lean back.
Yeah.
Jadakiss, Fat Joe, I think Nas got caught astray.
Yeah.
I wasn't about that, and I was hoping don't jump on this beef bandwagon, and he did it for his own reasons. It was one of the best like back-to-back beefs in hip-hop history because we got 300 bars in running. I don't know if you remember hearing that. It was a 20-minute diss.
Definitely
went off.
Definitely set a new bar for diss records.
You look pained saying that though.
No,
I'm guessing you're not a Game fan.
No, I'm a Game fan. No, I'm a Game fan. Bro, I was a fan of the whole movement. It wasn't just like a 50 Cent thing. I was a fan of the whole movement. One of the biggest moments in hip hop as far as like movements go. Like when you talk about that G-Unit movement, that was huge. I was a fan of Game because I really liked the fact that they had somebody from the West representing. You had the East, and now you had somebody like the Game from the West, even with the Black Wall Street stuff. And even like Fort Bent, right? RIP to Fort Bent. But even those type of areas, like I was a fan of that whole thing. The underground, the music, even the shit that wasn't G-Unit, you know what I mean? I was a fan of the Game. My thing with the Game and what I think about is like if we fast forward to now, right? To go off of your point of when you said you didn't like when the Game didn't jump into these beefs, right? Does that make us kind of look a little bit hypocritical now because we want the Game to pick sides when it comes to Kendrick and Drake? Are we hypocritical now because we expect him to?
That's a great point. Is it a bit hypocritical to want him to pick Compton? I don't think it is because 50 didn't give him the choice to pick between his hometown and his crew or because G-Unit really wasn't his crew yet.
Right.
They hadn't even made a whole project together with him included. So they didn't give him the option. You're saying either you're going to jump on board with what we're doing or you're out. And I think I can see your comparison. The Kendrick, you pick Kendrick, you pick your buddy Drake. He ended up picking Drake, I feel. So he made his choice. Do I like it? No. Like Compton is you have it tattooed on your back.
Yeah.
Like what are you doing?
But does that also lead us to believe that the game always has been and still is an opportunist based on what the people that he wants to remain cool with and not choose sides with that can benefit him? You know what I mean? I could see him choosing to side with somebody like Jadakiss because either he wants to be like okay with that side and not be an enemy of him at that moment. Because I feel like in that G Unit time, I think it was understood by everybody in that collective that whoever we go at, that's enemy. Like, ain't no like, yo, nah, I don't want to jump in this. Like, you had to jump in this, whether you was gonna jump in this on some gangster shit or you was gonna jump in it on some lyrical shit. Because even if you look at like Lloyd Banks was never jumping into like the beefs on some like gangster shit, like I'll shoot you up, but he was jumping in on the lyrical side. You know what I mean? So I think it was understood by everybody. If you G Unit, I mean, had it tattooed on him as well. He had a G Unit tattoo. You know, so if you get the tattoo, I feel like you understand that, bruh, whoever fucking with us is up. Now,
and he had the bandana.
He had everything.
He had everything.
Everything. He had the whole kit. But the only thing I give him kind of some leeway on is I could see him feeling some type of way about him starting petty beefs. Ja Rule thing, y'all been beefing for forever. You got into the group knowing he had an issue with Ja Rule. I get it. So you jump into that beef. I don't get on him for jumping into that beef. The Ja Rule beef, I get that one. Now, when you say okay, all right, this week we beefing with Fat Joe, I could see Game like, all right, man. The next week, what's on the agenda this week? Now we beefing with Jadakiss. Now I could see you being like, bruh, come on, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I give him that. But, you know, also, it brings me to today. He chose Kanye when Kanye was benefiting him. And as soon as the benefits wasn't there, Kanye became enemy. You know what I mean? And then now it's Drake or Kendrick. He didn't say that was the reason why, but he mentioned it, which somebody could take that as that's the reason why you're staying loyal. When he said, I could call Drake and I'll get tickets for my daughter to go to a show. Right, yeah. So is that the reason why? And it brings us back to transactional shit, right? Is that why you can't just take a stance and say, fuck that, this is for Compton? Not because it's not for Kendrick. Like you said, Compton, this home team, you know? So what is your allegiance to Drake outside of tickets and him doing for you that makes you just go against the grain and go against home? That's how I see it. So I
think Game was more mature when he was younger. I will say that because I think the move he did. I think the moves he made with when he was told, hey, you got to beef with Fat Joe, Jadakiss, so and so, and for him to be like, I know I got the G Unit bandana. I know I just made that. I was just on that Boost Mobile commercial saying just, but I don't know if I could do this because that's an OG right there, Fat Joe and Jada and Styles P, right? I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. And him not writing for it, I think again he was more mature then. I think he developed love languages, and one of his love languages is receiving gifts. So the relationship between him and Kanye gave him Dreams.
Yes.
Dreams was his biggest.
Yes,
like
that was
Dreams
one of his,
like when
big
we first heard Game on the radio, Dreams, right? Kanye gave him that.
Yeah.
So without Dreams, would we have a Game? I don't know. Maybe that's what he meant.
Maybe. Again, I could see why somebody would say, I'm out. I'm not jumping in this one with you, dog. You know, and plus we already know the Game kind of never really liked to be in the background. We all know he wanted to be the main characters from the fucking beginning. Like,
look, he's a stripper, former stripper.
Oh my God.
What the hell?
Allegedly, right? Is it like
I thought 50 put out pictures at the time though when he said that
they didn't have AI in 2000.
I don't think they did, but
they had Photoshop.
They did, but when they released the photos, people weren't mad. They're like, he was a stripper, male stripper. He can pull them like that. Like, okay, cool. If you know, at the time, now we look back and we're like, oh, that's kind of lame. Like,
yeah,
I'm the first to say that's lame. Like, you're not. But the Game now today today, just like 50 for you, the game today for me is lame.
Yeah. And it's disappointing, right? You would expect people that, you know, have an era that you can remember vividly. Like, I know you can remember everything from that. The music, the way everything felt, like the wave that was going around, like they were the talk of the music industry.
Yeah.
You know, so to see it now get to this point where, you know, one is like, can't even like stand for Compton because somebody's giving them tickets and shit to some other shit. Saying this is like crazy, especially when you think about the fact that 50 in the game, right? They could have been even bigger than they were. Hate it or love it, How We Do, they were like literally consistently making hits back to back together. Let's imagine if they kept that shit going. You know what I mean?
I've thought about that too. I thought about, you know, don't get me wrong, a few years ago when they were seen in the club and they were like talking things through, it looked like, all right, there's going to be some type of reunion. But I also look back at the game's discography and I like his sophomore album, The Doctor's Advocate.
Yeah.
I like the Red album. I like Jesus Piece. Like, I like the albums that came after.
Yeah.
And I think if they were together, they might have kept going with the Scott Storch, Dr. Dre production.
Yeah.
And it was cool at the time. I discovered Cool and Dre. If nobody knows who Cool and Dre is, they're these like producers, and I discovered Cool and Dre. I was inspired by them to I used to make beats, and I wanted to be like Cool and Dre.
Yeah, they from my city.
There you go.
Yeah.
See? Shout out to Miami.
North Miami, to be exact.
Miami.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dope producers, definitely known out here. Whatever, Pink.
I saw that one.
Yeah. That's where we are. I mean, it is what it is. Game ain't gonna change. Game gonna be what he is. It is what it is. But
50 ain't gonna change either.
50 not gonna change either.
Oh.
But this is the 50 Cent we got. So this is what we got to deal with. Let's see what comes next, right? Game collab.
This is no, my God. You know what? I wouldn't even put it past him at this point.
I think the game would do it.
I think the game would do it. Yeah, I think they're both like at the end of their.
50 wouldn't though. 50 wouldn't do it.
He wouldn't collab with the game.
Nah.
Oh my God.
I don't think he would. You think he would? This is 50 we're talking about.
I think right now he's gotten so much backlash, and he didn't think he was gonna get. He's not used to getting this type of hate. Have you seen the internet? They've been flaming 50 for weeks, and I don't think he's been used to getting this. He's used to being on the winning side of a bully beatdown.
True.
So it's backfired on him.
But also you also got to factor in that I don't think he gives a shit. I really don't think he cares, honestly, bro. Because everything else clouds it for him. Like if everyone else is telling you that you the shit, you got this money, you doing movies, he don't give a shit about none of that. Like none of that.
I think that mom thing hurt him a little bit.
I could see that. Yeah, I could see that. Only reason why I say I could see that is because I was watching a video the other day. And if we have time, I'll put it on too. I was watching a video the other day, and it was somebody sent it. I don't remember where they sent it to me, whether it was here or on the Discord. It was asking, "Is 50 a psychopath?" And it was playing a bunch of different things. And he said that when he does his movies, he could cry on command, but the way that he cries on command is when he talks about his mom.
You can cry on command. Does that come in handy in the movies? I've always admired actors who can do this.
My mom was one of 9. She was the only one of my grandmother's 9 children that passed away.
How old were you?
I was like 8 years old.
You lost your mother when you were 8.
Yeah.
That's tough.
I don't think she's ever gotten
There it
over
is. You're crying. There it is. 50's got it going. You got the tears going. You are a good actor.
Or is it real?
Whoa. Good for you.
Wow.
You just did it. I mean, you had him going.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So
there you go.
I can see it, but I can also see him just being the type of person that even if it does hurt him, he has been through enough shit to not show it, so you will never know unless he tells you.
I think so. You confirmed it. I think it did hurt him. And for 50, the biggest get back is to be successful in a specific area that he's being challenged in. So obviously, he's not going to get back in the booth and rap. He's not going to do it at the caliber that he used to rap.
Yeah.
So he's going to now have to pull out all the tricks. Maybe collaborate with Game. Hey, we're bringing eyes to the product.
Yeah.
So
Jen K said what movie he crying in, and of course here come Pink talking about he tried to cry and Get Rich or Die Trying. I laughed.
It's fun to do bad things.
Take off the shred now, take off the dope, take off the broken bag. Take all that designer bullshit off, and what do you have?